Now, back to the hottest team in the East and maybe the NBA. It's fun, man. I'm like, it's crazy to think that last year the Pistons were the butt of every joke between Wingstop and losing streaks, and Kyle Kuzma saying it's just don't be that team.
It's like, don't be that team.
Don't be that team. And now here we are, 8 games in a row as of last night. Sorry. But they, I had my buddy Pat text me, said he's a big Celtics fan. He goes, the Pistons are building something. They punked us tonight. And just the fact that that JB Bickerstaff, it's funny, it's very rare that coach firings work out for all parties involved. Cavs doing well, Pistons are doing well. JB Bickerstaff has given this team an attitude, an identity. Cade Cunningham is making a leap from good player to star to all-star to maybe even a superstar. And they check a lot of boxes for this team. And honestly, considering how tortured that fan base has been for a long time, they haven't won a playoff game since my freshman year of high school, by the way, 2008. And hopefully they can end that streak this year, but they're well on their way, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, crazy stat that I pulled right before we hopped on here, just because I was curious. The Pistons are on an 8-game win streak right now.
Yeah.
And on this exact date, this time last year, they were 8-49. So they had 8 total wins last year, and they're on an 8-game win streak right now. And everything is clicking for them. Like you said, Cade is making an insane jump. And I understand that I think is the favorite to win most improved. And it's like, how can a number 1 overall player be most improved? That doesn't really feel right, but it does signify just how incredible his season has been and the leap that he has made.
Yeah.
I think Asar Thompson hasn't gotten nearly enough credit for how good he's been defensively, how good that team has been since they put him in the starting lineup. Came back from blood clots. Amon was getting a lot of attention, and I don't know why Asar is not getting the same attention, because when you stack up their stats, it's actually pretty similar. So I'm really impressed with how he's been playing. It is wild. I'm really impressed with the way he's playing. And then another player who deserves a lot of credit on that team. Actually, 2 more. I'm not done. We're giving the Pistons their love right now. Jalen Duren has been playing out of his mind. Double-doubles every single night. He's been passing the ball better than I've ever seen him pass. I didn't even think he was capable of passing the ball the way that he has been. And then the other player who deserves a shout out is Malik Beasley. There's only one player in the NBA Gil's doing the dance. There's only one player in the NBA who has made more threes than Malik Beasley this season. That's Anthony Edwards. He's having an incredible season as well. And all the pieces are clicking. Everything is just falling into place. And this isn't even to mention, they lost Jaden Ivey, a top 5 pick who was incredible at the beginning of the season, playing really good basketball. It felt like he was starting to play his best basketball right before he got hurt. And they're doing this without him too. So shout out to the Pistons, man. I mean, like Pat said to you, they really did. They punked the Celtics last night. And yes, second night of a back-to-back, didn't have Jaylen Brown, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the defending champs. That's a team that has played without those guys all season long and still punked other teams the way that they are supposed to. The Pistons came in and they punched them in the mouth, and the Celtics didn't have a counterpunch. That is... Yes, you could say whatever you want about the C's were focused on Friday against the Cavs, whatever it is. You can make up any excuse you want. There's no excuses. And that's the type of win that gives the Pistons confidence to really say hey, this isn't just some regular season thing. We are a team that is, capable of winning a playoff series, even potentially with the way that they're playing right now. Yeah,
it's wild. And I want to give one more shout out to the culture builders, right? And he hasn't done anything that really jumped off the page per se, but bringing in Beasley, bringing in Tobias Harris, bringing in Tim Hardaway Jr., a good mix of guys who have won at various levels to kind of show these young guys, hey, this is how you win, this is how you be a pro, this is how you come to work every day. And it's crazy, man. Detroit sports are up. We talk about the Tigers' miraculous year, the Lions' year ended a little prematurely. Red Wings even, so I've heard from what I've picked up on, are doing better than they have in years past. So, look, it's a good time to be a Detroit sports fan. So shout out to all of those teams. And I'm looking at the standings right now. Again, their 8-game winning streak has them firmly in 6th. They're tied in the standings with the Bucks. And if they move up, we could see a 4-5 matchup between the Pistons and Pacers. There's a lot brewing between those teams. Isaiah Stewart already told our guy, Miles Turner, that he plays with Legos. So we could see the Lego Bowl first round. We got Tim Hardaway Sr. beefing with Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to bring that up. So yeah, you covered that for me.
So we got it. So I'm hoping for anything else, we can see that matchup.